Hello and thank you very much for joining me. So we're out in the woods and you know the score, so let's get camping. It's already been a long day, so let's get this tarp set up. Gonna have a nice little fire because I'm cooking up some nice steak and some sausages on there tonight. Yeah, let's get cracking on with that. So tonight's home, this is definitely one of my favourite tarp setups. I did do a video a long time ago now with my favourite tarp setups, and yeah, this is definitely one of my favourites. It's got a lovely ground sheet down here. This is actually a ground sheet, it's not really a tarp, but yeah, it's really a good size, and yeah, I love it. I've taken it everywhere. But yeah, regardless, back to the point, this is one of my favourite setups. It's got enough shelter. Obviously when you set like a nice little fire here, you've got a lovely bit where it just comes in and out of there. And yeah, it's just a great little setup. Not much more to be said, so let's get that little fire on the go. So once we get the fire going, first thing is we're going to get Donnie acquainted with that bad boy, and then we're going to go and accumulate a load of wood and just keep that one puckering up. As I say, I'm literally just going to use it to cook, so we don't need anything too major. It's pretty hot. I don't need anything to keep me warm, anything like that. And I did remember my sleeping bag tonight, so yeah, let's go get some more wood. And a great pro tip, when you've done your fire, put your ferro rod away. Last thing you want to be doing is losing that bad boy. Anyways, as I say, let's get this wood. So Donnie's serving up the treats. As always, he's what a little geezer. Anyways, collected up a load of wood. I've said it before, like if you're in a forest and you can't find enough deadfall, you're not looking well enough. There's no need for cutting trees down, stuff like that. Not about that life, not about that life. Anyways, let's get back to it. So just over here we've got some steaks. In here we've got some sausages wrapped up in some tin foil, which I'm going to cook them in. I've also got just here a couple of halal burgers. Now the halal burgers only take a few minutes in comparison to cook, so I'm just going to split that tin foil down the middle there. Gonna wrap those burgies in there. We'll chuck them on after a few minutes when the sausages start getting a little bit towards it, and hopefully it'll all be ready roughly around the same time. If not, it is what it is. So I'm just going to grab a stick, move a few of that, put a bit more on there, pucker that bad boy up. There we go, lovely jubbly. Little blowage if you need. I'm just going to chuck them sausages there. And just see at the front here, you can see I've got some coals. I'm just going to chuck the steaks straight onto the coals there and flip them either side. I've got my big knife, so I'll flip them nicely with that bad boy. Oh la la. That one's gonna have to have a little bit of a wash. Right, so that steak may end up a bit crunchier than the other. We're just going to chuck them on there, as I say, so literally, yeah, anything that sticks to it should drop off when it's cooked. And the halal burgers I'll just chuck on in about 5 or so minutes. I'm not sure what I'm going to get this steak at because they are quite thin steaks, so usually I prefer kind of medium rare, but yeah, I mean, we've already got floor steak, so yeah, it is what it is. And as you can see, I'm in the vest because, yeah, I'm so hot next to this. You know, it's really hot out here today. Just going to give them sausages a flip. So I've came just over to this spot just because I'm letting the fire die out now, so a little bit of smoke going off there, but look at that. Now that is a fire pit classic. We got the halal burgers, we got 2 steaks there, one extra dirty, and yeah, some nice chipolata sausages. Oh, yum, yum, yum. Oh, that's so tasty. That's so good. Honestly, anything that is cooked on a fire just tastes better, doesn't it? Another nice pro tip, if ever you're eating something greasy like that, is just find yourself a nice tree with a lot of moss on it, and just give your hands a nice rub on that. Anyways, to finish off, we got us some yople kalin, which is basically like skyr. And yeah, just inside of there we've got us a load of pineapple and some dates. Big shout out again to Mr. Big. We were on about that the other day in the comment section, but yeah, I'm on a huge pineapple kick at the moment as well. They've got a great offer on it, the local shop near mine as well. So yeah, as I've said before, pineapple just complements everything. But yeah, time for a little bit of a nice skyr bowl, and yeah, we'll start kind of winding down, getting ready for a lovely Saturday night. Just finished off a lovely cup of tea. Another little tip is if you bring like a little pot like this or anything like that, like with your food or whatever in, put your rubbish in there. Never, ever, ever any reason why you should leave rubbish out in the forestry. If you can bring it, you can take it. Anyways, without any more kind of talking about stuff like that, yeah, I've got some San Pauline cheese. This is probably my favorite cheese at the moment, other than goat's cheese. Yeah, the one that I shown the other day in particular. I'm not sure if anyone watches my regular videos, they'll know what I'm on about. If not, they won't. Anyways, got a little bit of dark chocolate and a lovely bit of water there, so I'm just going to sit, listen to a bit of a podcast. Luckily enough, I've got a little bit of signal, so yeah, I'll take advantage of that, and yeah, we'll just kind of wind down. It's really dark now, as you can tell, with the kind of double lightage that I've got going on there in order for you to be able to see me. But yeah, I've said it before, this is my favourite time now, where it's nice and quiet. You can hear literally, it's just so peaceful. This is what I love the most about camping, you know. People often say to me, what do you love about camping? And I always say the same thing: the peace, the serenity, just getting out there and kind of being one with nature, you know. It's really, really underrated. Anyway, saying that, I am going to put that podcast on now, so kind of goes against what I just said, but still, we're checking shortly. Lovely little herbal tea, warm the old cobbles before heading off to sleep. Yeah, really enjoyed my podcast. I just want to give a big shout out to Uncle Ben's Outdoors, fellow Kermwillian. So yeah, big up, mate, big up. Cheers for commenting. And yeah, I will put a little link to his channel. Does a lot of good stuff, right, around like the Highlands, this, that and the other. Kermwillian, by the way, is just Cornish for a fellow Cornishman. So yeah, big up, mate, big up. Yeah, anyways, on that note, I'm gonna head to sleep. I'm feeling pretty tired now, and because I remember my sleeping there, and because I remembered my sleeping bag this time, I should be able to sleep through without waking up a few times. Fingers crossed, croisez le doigt. Yeah, see you in the morning. We're just gone 6 o'clock. Starting to get nice and light out there, so it won't be long before we start thinking about packing her up. Be heading back in a moment, so yeah, just thought I'd show you that. Got some almonds for the trail, nice little bit of a picky up there. And just in regards to what I was saying yesterday about this tarp, actually ground sheet as we established, yeah, it's such a good size. One thing that I love with this setup in particular is that I can wrap that over me as so, and if I've got no sleeping bag or something like that, in particular, sorry, if I'm up in the mountains, that's just going to help. I mean, it's not really going to generate too much heat, but in regards to keeping the elements off you, in particular the wind, the wind, because that can be really cold, you know. So yeah, that's again just another reason as to why it's one of my favorite tarp setups. And there she is in all her glory, nice and spacious, fire all nicely buried on a Wadesome Terra Preta. So that's another adventure done. I just want to take a moment to thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace!